Well, good morning. Saturday, October 5th, the opening day of archery here in Pennsylvania. And you couldn't ask for better weather. It's 49 degrees, 1 mile-an-hour winds. Just so happened that wind is perfect for this stand blowing up the hill in my face. Hunting here at my property today, a little 14-acre parcel. One of my target bucks showed up 4 days ago, a buck I call Junior. And his frame just so perfectly replicates a smaller version of the 180 I shot back in 2021, thus the name. So I'm amped up that he's around. I'd be thrilled with a doe this morning, but most of all, I'm just happy to be out here watching the sun come up. From here on out for the next couple of months, gonna have a lot of fun, sitting in a lot of trees, and hopefully have a lot of good encounters. Yes, sir. Just got my first archery deer on my own property. I heard her crash. My hands are tingling. Oh my goodness. First morning, October 5th. Let's go. I have no idea what's on film. She came up here and she stood on my mock scrape, and I thought she was gonna walk right up this road. I got the camera ready, and she turned, started to come up this way, and then I think she actually saw me in the stand. It's the one spot I don't have cover is right here. So she kind of got back the other way, and I had to stand up. It's probably a 18, 19 yard shot. I heard her crash. She's actually not too far from where Kyla's hunting, so. I'm gonna give her like 10 or 15 minutes and go and take a look. I'm so freaking pumped, man. It's 9:12. That's amazing. Wow. I'm speechless. It's the weirdest feeling. Like, I shake all the time after shooting a deer, but this tingling thing, I made a video on cold outdoors this year, cutting this path through, bringing my lawnmower up here into the woods, and you know, making this spot, and to take a deer off of that on my own land with a bow, it's just all hitting me right now, man. It's so cool. It's so cool. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm gonna get packed up. I'm gonna stop shaking so I can get down, and we're gonna go take a look. Well, I'm down an arrow, but blood looks really good. I mean, it is all over the place right through here. And like I said, I heard her crash, so I don't think it's gonna be a difficult track job, but we'll leave the arrow here and take it slow just in case. A little bit in here. Someone too, like when she crashed, is right down here. So we'll turn it again. Right there.
I can't even see her over here.
Well, this is the reality of hunting small parcels. Right here's the property line. Comes down at an angle. My property's on this side, so worked out pretty good. I really think, in all likelihood, that arrow ended up going through her heart. But man, nice sized doe. This is the first time I've used those G5 broadheads, and color me impressed because, I mean, going downhill, I would say she went 65 yards, something like that. Piled up right here. Like I said in the intro, it's a 14-acre parcel, and she's dead on the property, so pretty good deal. And you know, I'll tell you, the freezers were getting a little bit low on our stock of venison. So first day, October 5th, 2024, first deer with the Dart and Veracity. It's gonna go a long way to stock up the freezers and fresh venison for dinner tonight. I'm pretty confident of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get her out of here. We'll take her somewhere nicer for photos. I don't think I want to gut her here, just because small parcel. I'll probably try to do it on the other end of the property, just where we're not hunting. But man, what a morning. I mean, fog all morning. The only deer I saw ended up giving me that perfect shot on the lane I cut in this summer for it. So I couldn't be happier, and now we're gonna see what happens this evening. What's going on? I got up in here. This is the one stand I didn't get to check this summer, and I mean, the growth these locusts had was insane. It was all grown up, so I got a bunch of that cut out of there, and literally, like, I wasn't even done, and I saw two young deer come running up out of there. One ran by right here. I don't know where it went. Oh, found it. But it looked like there was at least one mature doe out there. It's like 4:45, I don't know. And that little fella's just hanging out down there. I think we're gonna see a lot of deer movement. Shot opportunities and footage are gonna be at a premium tonight, just because This one young locust tree really grew up and blocked about half my shooting lane, but it's a perfect opportunity to get drawn if I can get eyes on the deer in time. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up because this deer's right down here. And looking forward to a good night. That's a heck of a start. Alright. I don't know what's going on. Those deer come running and went right under my tree. I'm talking spitting distance. And that last one that stopped right on the edge here of the old pasture was a doe. I had a feeling nothing was going to happen. I reached for my bow and she continued to follow the rest of the deer long before I could have gotten a shot. But that spike was making some kind of sound. I don't think he was grunting like he was chasing. It'd be awful early for that. But to me it almost sounded like he was like coughing or out of breath or something. I'll have to listen back to it on the camera. It was pretty, spur of the moment. Just grab the camera and try to figure out what's going on. But it's not even 6 o'clock. We got crazy stuff like this going on. What an opening day. All the deer have kind of worked their way out of the field. Got about 5 minutes of legal light left, but man, this is one of those hunts. You only gotta experience one of them to just be hooked on deer hunting for life. I mean, just deer all over the place. That spike with those other deer running literally right under the stand. I still don't know what they were doing, but I mean, you gotta love it. What an opening day. To take that doe this morning, my first archery deer on my own dirt, that meant something. And then to wrap it up with a hunt like this, sure am excited to see what the rest of the 2024 season has in store. So I think I'm going to slowly start to pack up some of the less important stuff and ideally just slip on out of here without alerting anything, because this is a spot to come back to, so pretty darn happy with that. Well, we're all set up for this evening's hunt. Decided to steal Isaac's tree stand tonight. He's not hunting this evening, so with his cold front coming through, I wanted to get somewhere decently deep into the woods. It's 4:39, so a little less than 3 hours till dark. Super overcast tonight. I think legal light's 7:16, but we'll probably be done with the cloud cover and a lot of canopy cover not long after 7. But we're down in here in a fantastic location to catch deer, going from bedding to feed, and we're deep enough into the woods that I think we have a decent opportunity at some buck sightings tonight. So we're buck hunting only. That hill I came down over is steep, and I don't want to lug a doe up over it, but if we gotta drag a buck up a steep hill, that's a good problem to have. So we're gonna sit back, relax, see if the plan comes to fruition here. But this is a area that's just full of deer, so I expect to see something. So that squirrel just carried a younger squirrel all the way up that tree and stowed it in the nest up there. And I was grabbing my phone to try to see if I could figure out what happened, and looked up. That was why. Those other squirrels were barking. They heard that gray fox coming, and this one just grabbed the younger one and stuck it in the nest. That was pretty cool to see. Well, predictably, running out of light pretty quick here. Still only about 7 o'clock, so I'm going to try to hang in here a little bit longer, but I couldn't be more thrilled with the first couple of days of archery here in 2024. Taking that doe on my own dirt, first archery deer on my property, and just the hunts we've had since. that doe and fawn are still up there. I really hope they make their way up over the hill before it's time to pack up, but I mean, Saturday night, that spike running those deer underneath the tree stand, just deer absolutely everywhere. Struck out this morning, come down in here, and this is the first time I've ever hunted this area. It's cool to see how the deer kind of use it, sort of as expected, moving from bedding up to feed, but pretty darn cool. Pretty excited to see what the rest of the season brings, but I do believe that's going to do it for this video. So, as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.